Good morning, I'm Brian Downs, and this is a Republic if you can keep it. It is September 16th, about 20 minutes after 11 in the a.m. I'm coming to you from Orlando, Florida. And President Donald J. Trump has never met a lawsuit he didn't like. He is now suing the New York Times for $15 billion for defamation. Yes, it's the old Epstein birthday card. So, Donald Trump was, it is well known, a great friend of Jeffrey Epstein, financier and disgraced sex trafficker and monster who killed himself in prison. This is known beyond a shadow of a doubt. We have Trump saying so in public interviews from years ago. Oh, Jeffrey's a great guy, we're great pals. He loves beautiful women. Some of them are on the younger side. And of course, recently it's become known that Donald Trump once sent his pal Jeffrey Epstein a birthday card, which included a sketch drawing of a female silhouette. Seems female because there are two lines that suggest a small pair of breasts on a small, thin woman who, looks like she's 14, really. This birthday card is one of the greatest events in American history because it doesn't admit to criminality. It doesn't actually say, hey, Jeff, you remember that time you and I committed a bunch of sex crimes? No. It's certainly racy in tone, but it doesn't have any actionable intelligence in it. And yet, it is choking Donald Trump to death. And now he's suing the New York Times for $15 billion because, well, the New York Times has often pointed out Trump's scandals and gaffes and crimes in the past. But now this birthday card is a bridge too far. And hey, Donald Trump, as I've discussed in an earlier video, sued Rupert Murdoch, the owner of Fox News, for reporting on the birthday card, suing Murdoch for defamation, for libel, as he is now suing the New York Times. He only sued Murdoch for $10 billion, but now he's cranking up the dial because, hey, if there's one thing Donald Trump knows how to do, it's make an ass out of himself harder and louder. This is ridiculous for all the reasons that the case against Murdoch was ridiculous. First of all, simply reporting the existence of the birthday card is libel. How? That reporting on that is designed to destroy your reputation? Well, everyone knows that Donald Trump has a long history of sex crimes and outrages. Eugene Carroll, Stormy Daniels, various girlfriends, mistresses, side chicks, paid for their silence, etc. So, and everyone knows that Donald Trump was great friends with Jeffrey Epstein. So how can you possibly argue that reporting on the birthday card is libel? But more importantly, libel by definition is a lie. It is a lie. To commit libel, you have to print or publish information about someone when you know that information isn't true and your goal was to damage their reputation by lying. Except the birthday card is true, it is real. It was in a book of birthday cards assembled by Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's convicted co-conspirator and sex trafficker. This book was assembled as a keepsake. There was a birthday card from Trump and numbers of other famous people. So it is real. Trump, of course, is insisting that it's a fraud. Okay. Now you have to go to court. Now Donald Trump will have to give a deposition. Now Donald Trump's legal team will have to provide proof that the birthday card is a fake. How are they going to do that? Now Donald Trump will have to go to a deposition. Donald Trump the individual, by the way. It's Donald Trump the individual who is suing the New York Times. Donald Trump will have to go to a deposition and argue that the birthday card is a fake. Well, excuse me, President Trump, but it's well known that you and Jeffrey Epstein were good friends for 15 years and more. So why should we believe that this birthday card is a fake when all these other pieces of evidence, various videos that are well known to the public showing how you socialize together, are obviously real. Also, how are they libeling you by saying that you sent a birthday card? And then Donald Trump will have to say, well, it implies, of course, that I was involved in Epstein's crimes, at which point they will say to him in the deposition, were you involved in Epstein's crimes? And you're under oath, Mr. President. So what are you going to say about that? It's ludicrous. But let's set aside Donald Trump's venality, Donald Trump's ugliness, Donald Trump's grotesque dysfunction as a human being, and make this point. Let us also set aside the fact that Donald Trump files these lawsuits strictly to intimidate, to frighten, to bully, to silence. What this proves is that Donald Trump is so stupid, or so demented, or so brain damaged at this point that he is incapable of making a rational decision. That he's pursuing another multi-billion-dollar lawsuit against another famous media outlet for simply reporting on the news that is well known to everyone and clearly unassailable fact shows that Donald Trump can no longer think and should be removed via the 25th Amendment, which allows for a president to be removed from office if he is no longer capable.